There have been multitudes of Alien variants spread across the Alien franchise, and there's something for everyone's taste, from flying alien queens to aliens with vampirism. However, there is one variant of alien that originated from a different strain on their home world, also known as Xenomorph Prime. These guys even got into a civil war with their black counterparts and fought for supremacy over the planet. This story of the red xenomorphs technically started in the comics titled Aliens: Female War and culminated in Aliens Genocide. So, in this video, we'll explore both these comics to learn about the events that led to the creation of the red xenomorphs and what ultimately happened to them. Let's begin, shall we? Prelude. Before I explore the red xenomorphs, let's just explore how exactly these red minions of hell came into existence and how exactly the humans were involved in all of this. So, in the comic Aliens: Female War, Hicks, Ripley, and Newt reunited once more than 10 years. Hicks and Newt were still in hypersleep when Ripley was abducted by a man named Hankerson and his war-torn crew of colonial marines because they wanted to take her to the moon LV-426 from the movies and extract navigational data from the derelict ship. Ripley had no choice but to agree. Once there, she formed a telepathic link with the derelict craft, which provided her with star fields and trajectories that pointed straight to the aliens' Genesis world, or Xenomorph Prime, the homeworld of the aliens. It turned out that Hankerson was actually betraying his own crew and was shot dead by one of his men, Falk. 10 years later, Ripley, Tully, and Falk came up with a plan to save Earth from the alien infestation that was plaguing it. Yes, the Earth was now overrun by aliens, so Ripley's plan was to go to the aliens' Genesis world, capture the Queen Mother, the supreme leader of the aliens, and to bring her back to Earth. This would have lured all the aliens on Earth to one compact location where they could have been nuked using several warheads. They set up a crew and left for Xenomorph Prime, and successfully captured the Queen Mother, although there were a few expected casualties. Ripley then began the execution of her plan by first releasing the Queen Mother into the nuclear blast zone. In the end, the Queen Mother and her brood were annihilated. However, this left a hole on Xenomorph Prime. Without the matriarch, the planet was about to plunge into a civil war, a xenomorph genocide. And that also brings us to the comic titled Aliens Genocide, the comic in which the red xenomorphs actually appeared. Aliens Genocide. After a successful campaign to eradicate the majority of xenomorphs infesting Earth, humanity was finally on the path to recovery. To celebrate this momentous achievement and symbolize unity among nations, an international sporting event known as the Unity Games was held in the city of Baghdad, Iraq. Athletes from all corners of the globe gathered to compete in the spirit of camaraderie and goodwill. During these games, some athletes turned to a legal performance-enhancing substance known as Xenolift, which was designed to enhance physical abilities within legal and ethical boundaries. However, one athlete, pushed to the brink by an overdose of Xenolift, experienced an astonishing surge in physical power. In a devastating turn of events, he met a gruesome end by colliding with a wall at a terrifying velocity. Behind the scenes, Xenolift's secret ingredient was revealed to be distilled from the rare royal jelly produced by xenomorph queens. Daniel Grant, the egotistical and self-serving CEO of Neopharm, the sole producer of Xenolift, found himself in a desperate struggle to secure a steady supply of this alien substance. To achieve this, he convinced the colonial marines of the drug's potential military applications. As a result, an ambitious expedition was organized to return to the xenomorph homeworld, the very source of the essential ingredient. Leading this mission was Major Alex Lee, a seasoned veteran with extensive experience battling xenomorphs during Earth's cleanup efforts. Major Alex Lee assembled her team, accompanied by a group of scientists from the Grant Corporation, including Daniel Grant himself. As the mission progressed, Major Lee started to see beyond Grant's rough exterior and found himself drawn to him. Despite her growing attraction, her feelings were put to the test when she uncovered a disturbing secret. Grant's scientists were incubating a xenomorph chestburster aboard the Razia, with the intention of using the royal jelly they hoped to recover to transform it into a queen. This plan could potentially grant the Grant Corporation an endless supply of royal jelly. The team descended to the surface of the xenomorph homeworld, breaking through the thick cloud layer. They were shocked to see that the xenomorphs in the homeworld had split into two genetically distinct factions following the death of the original Queen Mother on Earth. The black xenomorphs and their red counterparts were locked locked in a brutal civil war for dominance, the team successfully established a secure beachhead near the Black Xenomorph hive using a projected outwall system. However, an attempt to expand their territory resulted in a breach of the perimeter and several casualties. To create space for their mission, the team initiated a nuclear strike on the Red Xenomorph hive. This resulted in the demise of the Red Queen Mother and forced the remaining Red Xenomorphs into a chaotic retreat. Meanwhile, the Black Xenomorphs intensified their pursuit of the intruders. With the Black Hive now mostly abandoned, the Marines engaged and eliminated the few remaining Royal Guards, including the new Queen Mother, and successfully secured the precious Royal Jelly. Red Xenomorphs Explain. The Red Xenomorphs are physically similar in appearance to the standard Black Xenomorphs familiar to humans. However, since they were from a different strain, they may have seemed different to their own kind. The artists used the red and black colors to help the readers differentiate between the two strains. So, to human observers, they appeared virtually indistinguishable from the conventional Black Xenomorphs. Following the demise of the first Queen Mother during the Earth War, the Xenomorph hive world plunged into turmoil due to the loss of their central figure and matriarch. Xenomorph Prime essentially plunged into anarchy, and there were a lot of power struggles, so to speak. In response, the Queen Mother's elite guards created a cocoon with the intention of birthing a new Queen Mother and the aim of restoring stability to their hive world. Simultaneously, several other guards began their cocooning, which ultimately resulted in the birth of the Red Queen. In her initial stages, the Red Queen Mother appeared fairly reptilian, but grew into a hulking red matriarch of hell later on. Once the Red Queen Mother was successfully recreated, she wasted no time in producing her distinctive breed of red-colored drones, with the intention of establishing her supremacy over Xenomorph Prime. She started an aggressive streak against the original Xenomorphs, sparking a fierce war between the primary species and the emergent red subspecies. We have extensively covered several awesome and exotic Xenomorph variants in many of our videos. I'll leave a few links down in the description. You see, the Alien comics are filled with strange Xenomorphs. For instance, there are a few alien queens who are vampiric in nature. Some can fly, and some are born from the strangest of creatures possible. From scorpion-themed Xenomorphs to fish-based Xenomorphs, there's a little something for everyone. Nevertheless, do you think you'd like to see the Red Xenomorphs fighting the Black Xenomorphs in a live-action project? Well, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. As a matter of fact, Marvel recently released a comic in which we have an icy Xenomorph that seems to hate his brethren so much that it slaughters them with the same ferocity as a Xenomorph would slaughter a threat. You can find a link to that video in the description. But that's all for today, so if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and have a marvelous day.